Hello, hello, hello. Yo, yo, yo. We just had a storm pass over. It was pretty mild. It was supposed to be big. Turned out to be mild, so that's good. So Katie is getting her boots on. I wanted to mention, though, that Johnny 5 is out of commission already. I'm a little frustrated. The issue is the blades. So this thing has, I think it's 8 little tiny razor blades, basically, that are on a disc. That disc spins, cuts the grass. Very, very sharp, but they're really tiny little blades. And they wear out rather quickly. About 100, I think it's like 100 hours of use, something like that. 10 hours, man, I can't remember. But the way they design that, they also fall off. So there's a screw that holds the blade onto the disc. The screw has some Loctite on it to prevent it from backing out, but it's not working. And so in the 2 months that we've had it, I've gone through all of the blades that they shipped with it, the ones that were installed on it, and then the extra blades. And of course the company is out of stock on their blades until like August. So that's really frustrating because they weren't expecting a huge demand of replacement blades, but
clearly there's an issue.
Clearly there's a reason for big demand. So anyway, that's really unfortunate. Because it was very nice having this lawn mowed all the time. And now it's not.
Not without our help.
Well, yeah, without our help.
I was like, I just mowed it a couple days ago.
Yeah. I woke up early because I was going to do some more weeding in the garden, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to do that this morning. I might do that tonight. Maybe.
Oh, those
I don't know.
tomatoes, are they going bad?
Yeah, they're probably getting sun scorched because of the heat wave that we had. Oh, this is just... But they got some water, much needed water.
Yep.
Lots of little tomatoes on this one.
Time to pick peppers.
Time to pick the peppers, hopefully no more hot ones.
I don't see any red ones. Oh, what are you guys doing up there?
We can hear the thunder in the distance.
Yeah.
There was the thunderstorm rolled over us, and it wasn't horrible, but it was a couple pretty big cracks of thunder right over us. All right, so something to mention from yesterday is Wilson's trailer is gone. I was able to help sell it for him and sold it yesterday. And so we've reclaimed some of our space back. This is where, at some point, maybe the garden's gonna go. So it'll be nice to have that out of the way. Yeah, so that's exciting. And then we also got the last 2 doors that we needed. We got the exterior door, the front door. We got that yesterday. And then we also got the bathroom door. And I've been working on sanding and staining that yesterday and a little bit today. So, oh yeah?
Chatty. Tell us all about it.
They like it when it rains. Mm-hmm. Oh, we need to do the treats for them.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this morning when I fed Winston, I fed him in his, you guys sound funny. Why do you sound so funny? I fed him in his doghouse, and he enjoyed the AC for like the 30 minutes that it took him to eat the food. He actually took his time to eat the food as opposed to just scarfing it down. So that was nice.
Does he ever really scarf it down? He's a pretty slow eater.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of a slow eater.
I was like,
but he was slower than usual. Like
yeah. He was like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, he ate some and then he laid down, enjoyed the AC. Nice pokeweed.
Mm-hmm. Doing our part for the monarchs.
Yeah. We got blackberries in there. I think we talked about that already.
We did.
Yeah. Saturday, we went into Knoxville to check out a place. Do you remember what it was called? Like Southeastern Reclaim or something like that, or South
Rummage or refuge or
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. They have a bunch of odd stuff.
It was a very weird store.
And we went there because we were looking for wood slabs.
Tops.
Yeah, for our countertops in our sink base in the bathrooms. Didn't find what we were looking for, but we had a fun little adventure.
Yep.
Fun little adventure.
Yeah, we didn't quite like what they had. So.
No, it just looked like butcher block of different types of wood species.
Yeah.
And we don't really want the butcher block look, I don't think.
It's like all the pressed together.
Yeah.
We want just a solid slab.
Yeah. They did have a solid slab of
live edge.
Yeah, live edge solid slab. But it was like $650.
It's like,
so
yeah,
we're like, we'll wait a little while. We'll just kind of keep looking around.
Let mama and babies in. If they want to go in. Come in, mama.
We've lost 2 of the babies in here, unfortunately.
Come on. Where are you going? Come this way. Come on,
push
mama.
them around.
No, not all you offer. Backfired.
Everybody outside, let's go.
Come on. See your babies inside, go. Go find your baby.
We want the grass.
Oh my gosh. They're like, we want the grass.
Yep. No. Okay, well that didn't work out so well, did
Yeah,
it?
completely backfired.
Yeah, come on. I got one back in.
Got 2 in. There was only 1 out.
Now there's 2 out.
Now there's 2 out. All right, well, it's gonna start raining again, ladies. Do you guys wanna be out or do you wanna be in your coop where it's nice and dry?
Got a mama hen here. Chicks are back out again. And then these 2 hens.
There's 2 chicks over there? Because one's in here.
1 chick, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just heard the chicks.
Okay.
Okay. Well, clearly they want to be out.
That one's another one of the mamas. So she's going over to the babies. That's fine. The other one's getting food and water. It's fine. They'll go back in tonight.
These 2 roosters no longer have access to their ladies. And they're funny because they just hang out all day long here and just wander to the outside, trying to get back in. And then in the evening, they wander over to the area where the geese are, jump up into the trees, sleep, and then jump out and hang out.
Yep.
During the day.
But they have access to food and water and stuff, and they're too rough on the ladies, and I'm not going to be incubating any more of that breed this year, so they're done. They no longer have ladies until the ladies heal, and I can put more in there that are of egg laying age so that I can right size my numbers, because I do want to keep both of those roosters. I do like them both. They're just horny juveniles right now. He just got the...
Did he get the hen?
Yep, he just got the hen that was out. And now the other one's gonna go. You're going the wrong way, come on.
Never a dull moment around here.
Come on. Come on, go this way. I didn't open it. She didn't want to go back by the rooster, but...
Come on, girl. Let's go. There you go.
All right. See, this is why you stay in with your guy. Bad things happen.
He's all freaked out now.
Yeah, he's not happy. I wouldn't be happy either. I'd be like, excuse me, sir. All right.
So you only have 2 more days of work this week, right?
1. Tomorrow.
Oh, you don't work Thursday at all? Oh, nice.
I don't work Thursday, and then Friday's a paid holiday. And then obviously don't work the weekend, and then I took the next
4 days after that.
Yep. So I've got a lot of, guess what? I've got a lot of chicken stuff to do.
Yeah.
Got some moves. Gonna combine the 2 separate Vever coops, all of those chickens into one, which will free up a whole Vever coop. And then I'm going to put all of the littles that have been off heat now for 2 weeks. They're 5 weeks old. They're all gonna go in one of the Vever coops, which is gonna free up the 3 chicken tractors, which then is gonna help me clean out the brooders.
Yeah, but how many chicks do you have in the brooder room?
In the brooder room, there's 144.
Yeah, I was peeking my head in there before we started filming. I was like, oh wow, there's a lot there.
Yep. Yep. So unfortunately, some of those orders, people, as I told them they're ready to pick up, they said, oh, I'm so sorry, I already got chickens. Oh, thanks. So, but I had a couple other people that wanted more chickens. So
okay.
It's kind of like I had an order canceled for 4 chickens, and then I have somebody that only ordered 2 chickens now wants 8. So it's like, well, that kind of worked out. And then I had 2 sales today, 5 pullets left the homestead, and none of them were pre-orders. None of them, it was just a phone call. I answered the phone and.
Oh, wow. They're like, do you happen to have any for sale?
I said, yes, I do.
I happen to do, yes.
I just found out I have a few extra. When would you like to pick them up? Perfect. So.
That's highly unusual, because usually it's no, we take pre-orders.
Yeah.
We grow them out for you or whatever. You come pick them up.
Yeah, I haven't had any available outside of pre-orders in all year.
Yeah.
Except for roosters.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was nice to actually be able to tell somebody yes finally. And she was super sweet. So she came with her daughter-in-law, and they live up in Jonesboro. So it's a drive down here. And so they came down and chatted with me, chatted for like 30 minutes, but brought me fresh green beans from their garden, and just was like so thankful that I was available. Loved the way I was raising.
Oh, that's where those green beans came from.
Loved the way I was raising the chickens, and gave me a tip on top of it.
Wow.
And I was like, thank
green
you.
Beans and a tip.
I was like, this is my kind of customer. I was like, that's so sweet, thank you. Because, you know, it can be a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Just right sizing everything and making sure you're keeping, you know, the right quantities in the right enclosures.
Yeah.
Because I learned last year that if you aren't careful, they'll start picking on each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got so all of those are gonna get combined with all of those.
Are they're staying there and they're moving?
No, I'm not gonna put the little ones in that one. I think the little ones need to be in the warmer one.
So they're gonna move over there?
Yeah, they'll move over there.
That's a good idea.
And then I'm gonna try this weekend to get the meat birds up on the hill.
Oh, okay.
And then that'll give me 2 runs.
Uh-huh.
And I'm debating opening one of these runs and allowing them to have grass and a run. But we know last year when we did that, we had to clip wings because they'll jump out and over. The meat birds don't do that because the girls are just too big, and the rooster, he'll jump up onto the thing, but he's never jumped out.
Yeah.
Duke keeps him kind of in line. So yeah, so everything's overgrown like usual. It's this time of year where it rains and things grow 12 inches overnight.
Yeah.
But
yep. But the fence is looking nice since we hired that out again.
you know, we didn't have to do it, so it looks good.
2 guys working 9.5 hours for several days at a time to get the fence cleared.
In crazy weather. Oh, I felt so bad for them.
Well, I was like, you don't have to come when they're like, no, we're fine. Okay. You guys, they prefer to work in the heat, the sun, and skip the days where it's going to rain.
Yeah.
So, which.
I mean, I guess I don't like being soaking wet either, but I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
My body's not built for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we also got our kudzu patch mowed. So I'll probably take you guys back there tomorrow, show you that. We need to go back there and clip all of the kudzu that's growing up on the trees though, and kill that off, because the field the ground's nice, but the trees are
it'll
crazy.
start killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about wanting to get a forestry mulch or something back there, just because we're going to have to get rid of that kudzu so it doesn't spread back. You know, because right now it's like on the far end of our property and it's not a huge deal, but as it starts to traverse the canopies.
It's starting to, if we were to walk into the old sheep paddock, just at the end here, we can see some of the kudzu growing up into these trees right up in here. So it's starting to come over this direction, which is not
we don't
good.
want.
No, we don't want that. So we just need to clip it at the ground, and
I think burn it. I don't know how else to kill it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to use chemicals if we don't have to. Like, I don't want to put any chemicals anywhere on the property. But yeah. Oh, looks like I got some eggs.
You got an egg in there, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
What did we do Sunday? Do you remember?
Sunday we did feed.
Yeah, just
like normal, the normal refresh of everything. We didn't. It was hot. If it wasn't hot, it was raining. It's kind of how the weather's been. And sometimes all in the same day.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I just did normal. I think I did inventory, and right now I've got chicks that I just put in lockdown last night. Sunday I didn't have anything hatch, but I did get some goose eggs. Somebody that bought a couple roosters from me gave me 2 dozen duck eggs for free. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I didn't know they had been in his incubator for a while, so they're at all different stages. So 3 I put in lockdown with the other chicks because I think they're pretty close, but I have no idea. Because he said he doesn't date them or keep track. He just throws them in the incubator as they lay. So he's got so many stages, and I was just like, oh man, I wish I would have known that before. I was like, sure, I'll take eggs, because it's going to be really hard to tell like where they're at in the 28-day process, because they're longer than chickens, not as long as geese, and I guess they're crusted geese. So it's a goose breed I don't have any
crusted
of.
Duck.
Oh, sorry, I keep saying goose. Yeah, there are crusted geese too, but it's a crested duck. So I think it's a white duck with the crust on the top. But I think he has a couple different colored ones. The eggs are blue and white, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Until they hatch, I don't think I have any idea what I got.
Yeah, well.
So we'll see.
See how it does, because you won't be able to properly put them in lockdown, because you just have no idea. So.
Well, I'm candling them about once a week to kind of see where they're at, and there's 3 that looked to me pretty far along, pretty far developed. So I have some in the bottom tray already in lockdown from the broody hens that got off the eggs, the dark Brahmas. So I have 4 down there already. So I put the 3 duck eggs with them, and then I have another incubator on lockdown for a customer specifically. And then that one will hatch out. So yeah, good times.
Fun times.
So many chickens.
Yeah, lots of chickens.
Lots of chickens.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the majority are females, because the majority of everything in here that's a rooster is sold.
Yeah, good.
So I'm not mad about what I have left over, because I would say 30 or so of the 60 that are out here are pre-sold, and I've been confirming with them. It's just when they're available to pick them up, and they don't want them till they're 8 weeks old, which is what I knew originally.
Yeah.
So that's why I just want to get them moved to a bigger spot so they have more room. They can stretch their legs a lot more. They can start perching, get off the grass, because my white birds are starting to get dirty. They're starting to turn brown, and so I want to get them up off the grass and off the mud, because it's just that time of year.
Yep. All right, well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Right? I'm done. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No.
We didn't have a very busy weekend, so there wasn't a lot of recap.
No, not really. And yesterday was just working on the doors. I think I'm going to start working on getting the front door installed, because I want to, because now that it's thunderstorm season, the dogs are always wanting to come inside during the thunderstorms, and we want to keep them out of the house.
Yeah.
So if we have just the sun porch available for them, they can go in there. We can keep them out of the house, so that way Kinsley can be in the house with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get so there's a lot of work to be done to prep for the door, install, and then I have to prep the door by we're debating if we're going to stain it and seal it, or if we're just going to seal it.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty door. We'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going to shift my focus on.
Nice.
Yeah. Get the front door and the bathroom door installed, and then I can finish up trim. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.